All right, good evening, everyone. I, digging around in the garage, found this bad boy. Boy on a Buffalo coffee porter. Maybe that's why it was in the garage. I'm not a big fan of coffee. Porters are sometimes okay. This one's from Block 3 Brewing Company. Lovely little establishment in St. Jacobs, Ontario, Canada. And coming in at 5.5%. Let's just jump right to it, shall we? Some fancy artwork on this can. Oh, that looks like coffee porter. I generally only drink two things, beer and water. Sometimes juice. But coffee is definitely not on my list of things to drink, so. Oh, smells like coffee. Not even coffee, like iced coffee or something, I don't know. Yeah, there's a little bit of, I don't know what it is. Caramel or something. Caramel. Yeah, it's all right. It's not my favorite, but that's just my taste, right? So, it take a while to drink this one, but I'll get her down. So, a couple guys go on a hunting trip. Wouldn't you know, they're trying to hunt some buffalo. So they get up to a buffalo camp. They're there for first few days. They can't find buffalo anywhere. They're walking around looking, checking for tracks, checking for feces, whatever they do to hunt, and they cannot find any signs of buffalo. So they get into the little town and they get talking to some locals at the restaurant. Look, we're up here hunting. We're trying to find buffalo. We can't find any signs of buffalo anywhere. I said, well, we can introduce you to a man that they call Boy on a Buffalo. We're like, and they're like, well, that sounds promising. We're like, what's up with this guy? Goes, well, he doesn't socialize too much. He's been out in the woods a lot by himself, and he kind of grew up in a remote area of the woods with his family, and they were kind of quiet, so he doesn't talk much, but he sure can hunt buffalo. Rumor has it he's rode a few buffalo just for fun. You're like, wow, we'd like to meet this guy because maybe he can take us to where these buffalo are because we can't seem to find them. So the locals hook him up with this fella called Boy on a Buffalo, and he uses a lot of hand motions, and it's like, this way. So they start following him. They go through the bush, and they eventually come across these train tracks and a bridge. So he's waving at them, and they're like, "Oh, no, that bridge is too long. Like, how do we know if there's a train coming or not? Because we don't want to get halfway across in the train." And he's like, "Oh, okay." So he's thinking, he's like, "Okay." So he gets down, he puts his ear on the train track. They're like, "Oh, that's smart." Like, probably checking, see if he can hear a train coming. And all of a sudden, the guy says, "Buffalo, come." And they're like, "What? How the heck can he tell if a buffalo's coming by putting his ear down on the track? Like, what are you talking about? A buffalo's coming?" It's like, still down there. He's like, "No, buffalo come. Ear stuck to track." Beer and a joke.